As the Vikings get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. On first down, Griffin. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Swift. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action with Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 68 yards rushing for it as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's Swift. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Griffin keeps it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. RG3, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play's a run with Nwangu. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now look out, Griffin hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Third and long. It's Griffin. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. And not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. There he goes inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 73 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Second and goal from the 6 this time. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense ready to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No. They're going to say he's short of the line to gain.
It's a turnover on downs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Griffin. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, He's not going to tip his cap to it. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is RG3. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Griffin. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And Swift is not going to get there as they stop him short of the yellow line. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try to sneak with Griffin. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Trying to lay one up deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions gain a bit of respectability. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a give running right, Nwangu. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Well, 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. Now it's Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Mond looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right.
Touchdown, Vikings! Herb Smith Jr., his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Play action. Now Griffin. He's going to air one out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. Joseph's got it. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. There he goes inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 43 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
First and 10, it's Swift. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Griffin. He gets this complete to Cephas. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Swift. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he'll be brought down at the... just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They go play action. Griffin. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Griffin. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyrell Williams His 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Joseph now to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off around the 41.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Now Mond. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mond out of the shotgun. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown, Vikings! Irv Smith Jr., 34 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
73. Lions 20.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, Griffin. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now Griffin steps away. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Again, it's Williams. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Griffin. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Here's Madison running on 1st down. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. And just shutting him off there. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.